Yay.
Well, if you would like that perfect Bellezza necklace that is so versatile with genuine black spinel and faceted beads in a station necklace, we're doing a New Year's price of $59.90. You're gonna get it home for under $15. It is our showstopper. We are doing this gorgeous necklace in 30 inches of just the sparkliest black spinel, and already 100 are gone, and it's on air right now, and we have 380 left. So it's not something that we got 3,000 of. We have a very limited, you know, I've noticed everything is sort of limited quantity. I know it's handmade in Italy and we have to come in, and when the order's filled, that's it. We can't say, oh, can you make another 1,000? It doesn't work that way with Bellezza.
It doesn't work that way in Italy. There's nothing, with anything. In fact,
they're taking a nap. They take August off.
They do take August off.
They do take August off.
You know, the Italians don't even understand our desire to rush or to hurry or to increase an order and to make another 1,000. Like, why would you do that? When, you know, let's keep it special. So we do keep it special and we honor that. Now, there is a tradition when working with gold, and that tradition says when you work with gold, you have to honor the design and the history that came before, and you never do a piece that's going to just be trendy and go out of fashion, because gold is too precious. No one wants to buy a piece of gold that's going to be out of fashion. We treat Bellezza with the exact same amount of respect that Cartier, Tiffany, Van Cleef, any of those high-end jewelers treat their gold with, because we believe that Bellezza is as special as those. In this particular case, it is the first time we have done a station necklace with black spinel at 30 inches. We did it with a gorgeous lobster collar clasp. It is manufactured for you by hand in Italia.
Paul, I'm going to jump in. 200 have been sold. Darn. We're almost at half sold out. This is flying out the door. Please do not wait. Paul, I want you to continue talking, but I didn't want anyone to miss out on this gorgeous piece.
Can I tell you, for me, when I look at this design, and I can't take any credit for this because Juliana, one of our most talented designers, showed me this at dinner one night.
I love this.
And I said, you know, it reminds me of a rosary. And she said, yes, my grandmother's rosary was very much this pretty. And so I thought maybe I make something a little bit like that, and to honor that as well. And you know, in Italy, you could not meet a woman who doesn't have a cross on a necklace. You might not see it unless she unbuttoned a button, but you cannot find a woman who her faith is not so important to. I took one look at this and I said, you know what? A very few American gals are gonna really love this. It's versatile, it's beautiful, the sparkle's extraordinary, and you know, it's a little piece of Nona's box.
Paul, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna sell out before the 3 minutes are up. About 30 or 40 seconds more, my producer just told me, wow. Okay, so here it is. I'm wearing it at $59.90. Use Express Automated Ordering. You can go to hsn.com. You will for sure get yours if you go to hsn.com right now, and make sure you check out. Don't leave it in your bag, because when we sell it out, unless you've checked out, that doesn't guarantee you will get it. Black spinel, sparkly, beautiful, gorgeous black spinel, genuine gemstone with Bellezza in the station piece. And it looks like we're almost, we're gonna let you know when it's all gone. So keep shopping, 588-314.
I think it's important
it's going.
that you know that if you're in the process